Test. Alright. So I think that we just finished talking to the cryptozoologists.
Hello, officer.
Yeah. And what about you?
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you.
Okay, and where's Gary? I don't know. I think we finished talking to him, though.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Well, then, I don't really know what to do right now. The trap you left empty before. Okay, that should be an easy one. Maybe we can even go do it before our friend goes to sleep. Work with the children of Big C. Okay, so this, we know where this is, so, but we want to finish our Phasmid business first. We don't know how to get to the island. No idea what this is all about. Oh yeah, we need a radio. Oh jeez, I don't even know if she'll still be in her room. I can check. Okay. So I wonder, have we tried to open this with our big pry bar?
It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
Bards. How about you go to bed,
Yes?
friend? I guess not. Okay, let's try and get a radio. So we need a radio. We need to go refill the Phasmid trap. And then I don't think that we'll get a... And maybe I need to go to my cabin so that we can be alone so I can go back and see if Clausier is still there. Yeah, first we will try and dismantle this radio computer in here. Get our trusty flashlight. Come on. Okay, can we get a radio?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. It's empty like a beehive, with the filament you have would fit perfectly inside.
I want to put the filament in. Oh, is there no way to? They made it sound like there was a way to. So geez, then I don't know. There's an office somewhere that has just an ordinary radio in it. I don't know what office, though. Oh, we could try and do this.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
That's a white check. Sure. What's the worst that can happen? We hurt ourselves a little bit, maybe. Sure.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. Even your body has failed you. It's a miracle you didn't
Oh, hey,
injure
Delta.
yourself.
Thanks for the lurk. I did injure myself. What do you mean, endurance? Yeah, weightlifting's for the intellectually impaired.
It was never my favorite either.
Thanks,
At the
Kim.
station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
I don't know. You seemed really out of breath when we were checking those phasmid traps, Kim. So this was a total bust. We need to find that radio, though. Oh. Unmanly haircut. What? I've no... Does it mean this, the haircut in this picture? I have no idea what haircut it's referring to.
A
Can we
small
afford anything
mountain
else?
of colorful board game boxes.
No, let's not bother. So maybe it meant the... Was there radio in that little room that Renee normally sits in? Possibly. Let's go do the phasmid trap first. And we'll try and get rid of Kim so we can be on our own for a bit. Or is it too early for him to leave us? It might have to be after 9. We might be like 15 minutes too early. Come on, please be gone. Nope, Kim's still here. Alright. Oh yeah, we still have like 45 minutes in game before 9, so let's go reset that trap together. Maybe I should turn off the flashlight so it doesn't scare the phasmid. This trap.
The trap stands empty near the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing. Rain drips from the mesh of the trap.
Yeah, let's fill it up.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
I mean, they might.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation?
I don't know.
Don't
Kim.
answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
We're never going to solve this murder, Kim. Now report to Lena. Ugh. Fine. Just this back and forth, back and forth. Where to? Where am I going? Yeah, let's go to that little desk thing that Renee normally works at. We'll look for a radio there. Waterfront. Oh.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Okay. Thank you, Shivers.
Winter's grip on the city is loosening. The spring thaw is here.
Well, what now?
The shoulders of your jacket grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
Am I not wearing a patrol cloak?
This rain will not let up anytime soon. I'd recommend you put on your coat.
I'm wearing a coat. What are you talking about? What am I wearing? Oh, why the frick am I wearing this? Oh, I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing an RCM commander's jacket. That should be plenty good enough. Let's see. Why am I wearing these? I want to wear that. Yeah, it's fine. Secret orbs. Equip this to discover secret orbs. Wait, is that a thing that we've been able to discover? Secret orbs. Why are we not wearing a shirt? There we go. I like my commander's jacket. I don't want to change it. These pants are awful, though. Do we even have better pants? Not really. We don't have good pants, really. But fine. I will put on my patrol cloak. Sure. And we'll talk to him tomorrow. I don't want to deal with him today. In case we get into like a big fight when we show him the tattoos. Ooh, no, I don't want to talk to Measure. Oh, in this office building, right? Maybe? It's not Renee's little scouting cabin, it's in here. Maybe? Yes, a radio. Radio? What's with that radio?
A common office radio, like any of those found in countless waiting rooms, lounges, and other semi-public spaces all over the world.
So Kim, what do I do with this radio?
There's usually a little switch somewhere. Ah yes, it's the one that says release.
Do it.
The lock disengages with a nice click. You may now safely remove the transceiver unit.
Let's take a look at this.
There's nothing obviously remarkable about it. It's about the size of a common pasta box, with knobs of molded plastic. What else is there to say? If this transceiver were a person, it would be an accountant at a large logistics firm. Perfectly competent, but unexceptional.
Sorry for stealing you, transceiver, but there was no other way.
I'm sure the transceiver understands, detective. Now let's go.
Does it, though?
It's true. The transceiver appears quite forgiving.
Oh.
With its transceiver gone, the radio has ceased its persistence.
Let's go look at that, storage crate? I don't know, what a... Shipping crate. That, I think our rhetoric's higher than last time, so we can try and convince it to let us in. Whoa. Wait. Oh, we have something we can look at Gary's door. Okay, we'll have to go there next, maybe. Let's see, my shipping containers are right here.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric 6. Okay, let's get our rhetoric up. First, do we have anything that is lowering our rhetoric? No, that's good. Rhetoric. A white polo shirt? Sure. Whenever I talk to a storage container, I have to put on my white polo shirt first. Ooh, doesn't look like anything else increases it. What is our rhetoric currently sitting at? Oh, we can way increase
You're
that.
back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Well, we'll try this. If it fails, I'll add a point to rhetoric and we'll try again.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
I'm almost certainly losing my mind. But you know what that means? That means we just gotta try again.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last. And as it's
Really?
always...
Ooh, okay. This is the last point I'm going to spend it. I want to save these 2 points.
You're back before the cargo container. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Okay then. Hello, is anyone there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Dang it. I thought that was gonna work.
Try again.
Try again. If there's anyone there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Sweet.
Ahoy! Come on in!
Ahoy.
You can't be serious.
A mega rich light bending guy. Okay, let's check this out. It's mega rich. What the heck? And yeah, he is literally bending light. Also, there's nothing in here. What does he do in the storage container?
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his
What's
details,
this over here?
but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Safety squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do
What
not
the
apply
heck?
here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo.
Okay.
Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves,
Hello?
flickering
Is that
as
what
you
we
utter.
would say? Sure. Hello!
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
What is that accent?
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Sure.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What can you do? Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days.
I bet you don't meet a lot of people at all if you're in a shipping container.
Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Extremely high net worth individual.
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Harrier Dubois.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit,
Dubois.
the name suits you very well.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe,
fun.
and it gives me lots of time to think.
I wouldn't think that being shipped around in shipping containers would be fun or safe, but
By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
Martinez.
In the very, very early
my
days
God.
of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clay, used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
Yeah, so Encyclopedia wants us to just like casually drop some lore in there. There's a creepy abandoned commercial area. The former capital of the world. Sure, let's drop our obscure trivia fact, see if we can impress him. We're in Revachol, formerly a colony of the kingdom of well, that.
Ah, a fellow history buff. I myself am currently reading up on Franco-Nigerian era trains. Very interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself.
Wait, you can't leave?
One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
What? Yeah, why don't you just give him some money?
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls.
Oh, jeez, I guess, Yeah, I guess just giving every individual person who asks you for money, money wouldn't really solve anything, but...
Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
Okay.
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to.
In the, like, technology level that this game is set in, what sort of targeted advertising could he possibly be referring to?
Luxury yachts, high-fidelity portable radio systems, bail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while.
Ugh.
A bit bourgeois.
That does sound pretty tiresome.
Don't get me wrong. They are nice things, but once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much
Is
more
this true?
important than material goods.
So let me ask you something else.
Go right ahead.
How about some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
You also can't afford to look any better than I do.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man.
Heck yeah.
As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another.
That's true.
I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
I don't know.
You're welcome. You know,
What? Okay.
maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Oh my goodness. There's a red check. We need to try this investment plan. He doesn't like that we have an art
Thanks
degree.
for stop-
No. I'm probably going to regret that. Do we have conceptualization? What increases our conceptualization? I hate that he doesn't like our art degree. Let's remember to put our jacket back on. What is a white satin shirt? So our jacket and armor. Let's do it.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for
Oh,
you?
come on. Fingers crossed. We can't retry it. Should I? No, I'm not going to save. Let's just do it.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
Sure, I've got an idea for a board game.
Go on.
Very high concept.
I'm ready.
It's a pen and paper game where people all over the world can play with each other using radios.
Hold on. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident.
Dang it.
The name should have been a red flag. They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world.
What happened?
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done. As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity.
Okay.
We lost all of our money. High art types never deliver. They're only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
Creeps.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Fair enough.
Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
Okay, fair enough.
You're welcome. Now, was there something else I could help you with?
How did you become so rich?
Oh lord, not this again.
What? What's wrong, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is.
Sure, Kim, I think it is.
And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
Unsupervised.
And blow. Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, But doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
Oh boy, what should I do? What should I say? Capital accumulation is its own reward.
Precisely, Mr. Dubois. You know, I hear people talk sometimes about economic equality and fairness, but tell me, where would we be without liberalism? In caves, whacking each other with bones.
Just a bunch of apes duking it out.
Exactly. A world of slavery and violence, which brings us back to the essential truth of modernism. Where we are right now, the freedom of mankind can only be derived from the free flow of capital. Capital.
All right, let's finish up with this guy.
Speechless, does it not? Blinds like the sun that rises from beyond the horizon after a gloomy winter.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is
Oh,
going
yeah.
on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
I completely forgot perception. You're right.
What do you mean?
You look somehow a little bit different, like light is bending around you.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I can barely see, dude.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
Weiss-Wiesemann.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth. Among that group of individuals, it's been observed that when the Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
So what's our coefficient?
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient for you and this individual appears to be 0.9998, repeating. That's not good for you.
So you're so rich that light literally bends around you.
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
What about you, Kim?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Interesting.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
So Kim is like considerably more wealthy than we are, I
It was
think.
a real pleasure. Sadly though, my current lifestyle prevents me from remaining more than a brief time in any one place. Perhaps we'll meet again, somewhere far away.
I think you'll be here for a while with the current, thing going on.
Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Why have I lost, word? Protest? No, not a protest. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just with the harbor shut down.
A rust in control.
So let's see. We have our radio. It's just about 9. Let's turn in the radio to whatever her name is, Suna, at the church. And then we will pretend to go to bed so Kin goes to bed. And then we'll see if Clausier is still hanging around. And we'll talk to Lena. Man, so much to do still. Maybe I could go talk to Lena right now, even. You know what? Let's show him the thing.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Are you a Wild Pines mercenary?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Is there a tribunal being convened?
Fucking bug.
You hear a tiny rattle, a small radio, cracking somewhere, an earpiece. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal,
Heck yeah.
and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
Of course. Okay,
The
we'll
man's
back off a little
breathing
bit.
steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right to work dance back on.
What can you tell me about these tattoos on your dead friend?
Don't think so.
Ugh. It was on your colonel.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone, but beneath it,
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
What does the tattoo mean, dude?
What it means.
in what must have been Semonine.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Sure.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Okay.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Semonese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Semonese nationalists.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun.
I like
Men.
snakes.
Are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment
About to
back
get
off.
really graphic. Oh, God. I'm so curious now, though. Do we hear it or no? Do we hear it or no? Damn it, I don't know what to pick. Let's take it back.
What's the matter, militiaman? No stomach for it? This man was worth 1,000 loincloths. We're done talking here.
I think we should maybe
I don't have a
even
stomach
get
for
going
anything.
now.
He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a...
Okay. Let's just go talk to Lena, then we'll go turn the radio. Then I'll come back and try and talk to Claudia. That guy is not kidding when he says I don't have a stomach for it. If he knew how many times I've vomited looking at his friend, quite a lot. I think it took multiple days for me to get a stomach for getting the hangman
Hello,
down.
dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
It is awfully cold out there.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so
I
many
wasn't trying to
times.
complain.
Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
Who's gonna check those traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
Or I will.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Am I?
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
It's because she was definitely lying about the phasmid when she first met Morale. Yeah, Lena, what's wrong?
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
You're not telling me the whole story, lady.
I'm not. It's not that.
And what is it?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
That's true.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
I don't remember my childhood.
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
So you haven't seen it. I should arrest you for lying. Yeah, you seem to really believe it happened.
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but
Jeez.
doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Red check. First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. Jeez. Yeah, you're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
You need help getting back to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Wait, is it?
And then a taxi home.
Oh,
It's
it
not
does
so
have
bad.
like a little analog stick or something. I didn't even realize. I thought it was a completely normal wheelchair. I'll check the traps.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
No one will ever stop me. Oh, yeah, what's your address? Just in case.
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but
It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be
A waste of time.
Not a waste of
A
time.
lie. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors.
Quietly.
Then pushes them open. Outside,
That's very
it's
loud.
snowing.
We should go to.
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. To ask the wind once more.
Yeah, I'll go ask the wind. Oh no, so that completed our task? Oh, did I have to? Well, that sucks. Did I have to make that suggestion check? Okay, let's go ahead and get our big pry bar back out. Oh no, I want to find orbs. Discover secret orbs. Do you need to go to bed, Kim?
Yes?
Dang it, Kim. Come on. Let's see, yeah. We'll travel here. We will send to go to bed. Peace out, Kim.
It's getting late, and
Good night, officer.
Why can't I just send him away, like, anywhere? Okay. Now we have to go all the way back to the Whirling in Rags. Oh, sleeping heals all your health and morale. I shouldn't have used up the healing to top myself off. Oh well. What am I trying to do? Trying to travel. And hopefully she's still here. She hasn't hopefully fled because we failed to arrest her. And hopefully she's in her room and not, like, asleep. Okay. And then we have to go up to the Feld building, and I will check those traps one more time. Yes, she's still here. Awesome. Hello.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Kim isn't here. Let's talk about Sunday.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
the date of your re-entry into the fossil record.
Yes, before I emerged like a Paleolithic megafauna. It is one of the first things I remember.
Wow. That's some creation myth stuff right there.
You know it, baby. Before you was only the room, the sound of the motor vehicle, steam in the bathroom, and darkness.
Wow. Mythopoetically adequate stuff.
Mythopoetically adequate. What a great way to describe something. What did you hear something from my room that night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said
Whoa.
about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7.
7.
Life gets hard, but we go on.
Okay.
Then, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco
o'clock.
stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat.
The smallest church.
That went on for quite a while. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
Yes.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
No, she really means it.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Yeah, maybe I was being assaulted.
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
A wounded boar? I didn't want to be a wounded boar anymore.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Alright, thank you.
No problem, sir.
Well, yeah, let's leave. So we have to bring the radio to the church. And we have to go to the Feld building, see if we can get some shivers again. Let's see, we'll try and check the traps. I am worried that because that is not in my task list anymore, that we just can't anymore. We'll see. I wonder if that's something I have to do tomorrow, maybe. And then, you know what? I think if we can wrap up the cryptozoologist stuff, that we're pretty much ready to go into that cave or room or whatever. Progress the story. Find Ruby. Or the tribunal or whatever. Mythopoetically adequate. Okay. Fast travel. Church. What? Well, yeah, this is a large building. I wonder if those, like, expensive things that we can buy, like the expensive radio or the traffic light. We should walk here, not run. Okay, let's save, and then let's run. I wonder if the only way to buy those is to convince that mega rich light bending guy. I can't imagine any other way to get, like, the amount of money to buy that street light, for instance. Oh yeah, that's wrong. I'm running. Is anything bad going to happen? No? Okay, why did I have that feeling then? I run everywhere.
Yes, what is it?
I got a radio.
Ah, very good. Let's see what you have.
Yep, let's use
Not
it.
the most advanced model, but at least everything appears to be in order. Yes, this should serve our purposes.
Awesome.
No further comment necessary.
I believe that means we're ready to get started. I should warn you, once we begin setting up this antenna, we'll need to see the whole process through.
What does
There
that
won't
mean?
be any second chances, any do-overs. You understand?
What does that mean? Does that mean there's another thing that I can't progress the Ruby story without interrupting, or?
So if there's anything you'd like to get in order before we depart, I suggest you do it now.
Wait, what? Let's do this. I don't think we can. I don't think we should do this without Kim. What kind of stuff?
That's up to you. At a minimum, I would make sure you are physically and mentally prepared for an intense and difficult process.
What?
Once we begin, there can be no interruptions.
Okay.
At the very least, you should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Sure, I am. That's a very
Radio
interesting thing to
engineers
say.
typically carry overpriced solvent sprays to clean the antenna connections. But in a pinch, some common ammonia works just fine.
Ammonia.
Psst. It's the alcohol in the ammonia that's doing the real work. Kinda like with you.
Huh.
Finally, there's the question of stimulants. Some people prefer to keep legal amphetamines on hand to help with their work. I'm not one of them, but they do exist.
Yeah, so this isn't the first time you've hung out around speed freaks, is it?
It is possible that technical fields attract a certain kind of personality. I haven't given it much thought.
Yeah, we need some sort of power supply, right?
Ah, yes. I wasn't sure what to do about that, but then I discovered an abandoned power source down by
What?
the edge of the bay.
Okay.
It's obvious. She's referring to your half-sunken Caprice 40.
Oh, my car.
Oh, yes. I did notice that it was covered in police livery. Then you already know that the carriage itself is irreparable, but the rear-mounted engine seems to be in fine working order.
Fair enough.
My intention is to run a power cable from the engine up to the antenna. It won't last forever, but it should give us enough time to establish a connection with Coalition warship Archer.
We'll do this in the morning. I need Kim.
That's fine. Return to...
Yeah, I'll return later. So what are you doing, my dude?
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
So how do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter!
First page of the second chapter.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
Huh. That was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it. At all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme.
What can we do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah!
Later, man. How you doing down here?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Creme de la creme of Revachol. Ooh, not good at dancing. Oh boy. I would love to be able to
Goodbye,
do that.
officer.
I have only one skill point though. could put it into savoir-faire. -1 from items. It's our dancing skill. I hate leaving the church because I like hearing this music. Okay. Let's get to the Fell building. Come on. Come on. It told me to come here again. Is there no reason to be here? Oh, okay. Lame. Maybe we can check the traps one last time. You there. Are you full of locusts?
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
Oh. Oh, it's too cold for them. Should I have waited till the morning? Oh, did I, like, totally screw this up? What about in here?
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere.
Oh, this is the saddest thing ever. Okay, let's try and remember where the other two traps are. Let's see, there's one all the way up here by the little radio tower. Where is it? Oh, how hard is it for us to get in here now?
An old door, worn
Still
by
very
elements.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever getting in that door. Whoop. Tiomotiri. We've heard that before. What does that mean? Oh yeah, that's the cigarette brand. Wasn't there a trap over here somewhere? That's weird, I really thought one of the traps was up here. Oh, there it is. Phasmid?
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Damn it. So, is there something important about that brand of cigarettes? Where the heck am I going? Yeah, I forgot I could mega zoom out like this. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. What is this? Oh. Someone left some perfectly good money laying around. What if I can do the worship without Kim? I'm not going to try, but... Okay, let's talk to you again.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Okay, I have not increased my suggestion. I don't plan on it, it's not worth it. There's nothing new in there, I don't think. Okay, last trap. Let me guess, dying locusts?
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
Well, I guess we're never finding the phasmid. A sad day. Okay, let's go to bed. In the morning, we will... Let me look at my gloves. Let's see. It said we need really good gloves. And interfacing is the one that said that, so surely it means these gloves. They give +2 interfacing. So I already have good gloves on.
It's getting late.
Let's go to bed. I do regret shaving.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No, it's not the shaving that makes it look
The
sad.
bed
It was just
underneath you
fixing
is
our
soft,
expression.
if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
I'm just sleeping.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
I've helped a lot of people. I've murdered no one. I don't know if I've saved anyone, but...
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people.
What?
And then forgets about it.
I don't think I am.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of
What would that be?
is much, much worse than that.
It's my ex-wife. What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
I just want to sleep, though.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry.
It is my
We will
ex-wife.
be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
The air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Again.
Everything is so okay.
I can't wait.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass
What?
window in the church.
Maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window. Why would that be in my mind? Wait, what? Woohoo! Look at my head. Okay, let's get up. Come on, Harry. Whoa, put that flashlight away. Okay, I guess that we're ready. I'm thinking that I have enough meds to go through this, so let's go ahead and just do the worship thing. Hey Kim, how are ya? Good morning.
Yes?
Well, we're gonna do something else, completely unrelated to the case, Kim. You'll love it. Actually, let's go look at the dead locusts. I don't know why I'm going to torture myself with this, but they're surely all dead. Should have taken the traps in for the night or something.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
Yeah, so that was even the same, same dialogue, so I don't think anything's gonna change with that. Let's just get to the church, call the worship. We could try dancing, I guess. Savoir faire? How do we increase that? Nope, not the snakeskins. Okay, superstar sunglasses. I mean, we can't be a worse dancer than, this guy who's already dancing, right? Okay, nothing that... Oh, this gives me a penalty, so we'll put on our jeans. Our dancing jeans.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Like a 50-50, sure.
You close your eyes
Hey, I'm
and
dancing.
vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Oh, I'm not dancing yet, but...
Total darkness.
Wait, what?
You sink down the darkest fathoms
just trying
of
to
your
dance.
own personal deep. vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
Mind, not spine.
Here it will begin.
What was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
What?
To rule the world.
Who are you?
I am the spinal cord.
What is happening?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Bust it.
Foolhardy! Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or
What is
maybe
this?
you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
Let's see it.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing.
My body is healing?
Twist by twist, turn by turn.
Sure, that's...
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup
heck yeah.
of the one called Eggheads.
I like to have my
Entirely,
trash bag
rigidly
with me still.
Imbecilic, without pity or fear.
Oh, heck yeah, look at us dancing like that. Man.
Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my god! No way!
Yes way.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second.
What?
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Andre, why did you stop dancing? It's the law.
The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
Oh yeah. What about you, Sal?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asil? Aren't you going to dance?
You need to too, Suna.
No. Recording.
Oh.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention.
Yeah,
back
this
to her
men's
own
dancing.
work. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music.
What about you, Kim?
What's going on here? Delinquents.
No, you need to dance with us.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Code 31. Code 31.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses. He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new reality.
I know, right?
The Code 31 emergency? Really?
It's not really an emergency, Kim. I lied. Yes, officer in need of assistance on the dance floor.
The lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
Come on.
What's happening?
I'm undercover.
Good for you. Rock on then.
No, you're gonna dance.
What?
Oh. A red check. I did say there was an emergency on the dance floor, did I not? The emergency? Not enough Kim.
Come on, hurry.
Oh, red check. Let's do it. Come on.
Who's the one in charge? You are.
Lieutenant, I'm only going to pull rank on you one time. That time is now.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I'm not. Now get your groove on, Lieutenant.
Get my what on?
I said, get your goddamn groove on. Boogie woogie.
Sheesh, okay.
Oh, do we get to see him dance, please?
I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus is that Ubi folk dancing?
Sure, whatever you say, Kim.
Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah, listen to Egghead.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's see some moves.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
Watch your language, Kim.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity.
What is he doing?
It's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack
He's
and the
heel
pillars
kicking?
to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
Oh, heck yeah. Is there anything more I can do? I'm gonna break the limit.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive will be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Yeah, I have the entire posse. Let's turn on the hyperdrive, baby.
Here we go again. Hardcore fills the air. The sound above my head.
The what now? The sound above your what?
Kim, don't stop dancing.
Above my hair, man.
Okay, this is too imbecile. Excuse me.
Oh no, why did you stop, Kim? Turn on the hyperdrive.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music.
The future of dance music.
It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
Yeah, why do I keep having the shivers?
I am la Rebachelière.
Nah?
I am the city.
What do you mean?
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms.
What?
Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat.
Well, rude.
I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
With her? How are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs.
So we're talking to the air.
Everywhere there is space.
Who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jaunt and Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul.
Okay.
You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden.
What's that have to do with me dancing?
I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
What was this conversation?
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small
Oh.
church with his eyes rolled back. and his tongue
I'd
lolling
like
out.
completely passed
Several
out.
others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
I spoke to the city of Revachol.
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great.
It's the
but
future
we
of
should really
dance.
get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
Okay. Yeah, with the future of music and the future of dance in this nightclub.
You might be
Really
imagining
hardcore.
it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Oh, I didn't want him to do that.
Man! Now, man! Now... Now
It's
imagine
okay,
if
Andre.
we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete.
End of human development. I don't think that we want that. Yeah, my mission here is complete.
Hope I remember those moves, man. Don't worry, man. I'll remember them.
Thanks, Noid. What do you mean, file not found?
Yes, what is it?
Oh, wait. Did I put on any ridiculous clothing I need to change? Yeah. Let's put on our big boy pants again. And get our drama shade.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, let's do this.
Very good. If you'll help me with some of this equipment then.
Back across the water there. At least we are getting our exercise in today.
You know it.
If you'll please carry that amplifier, officer. And if you'll take that spool of cable, we should be able to move it all in one trip.
Sweet. My poor car. That's a long cable. Just have like tons of little surge protectors and extension cords. This is a fire hazard waiting to happen. Well, no, it's a fire waiting to happen. It is a fire hazard.
And now if you'll just connect that here...
What is this, like a huge grabber arm?
It's done. I believe we are ready.
We're ready to try at least. Please put on these headphones. There should be 2 extra sets. I've configured the channels so that only your microphone is set to broadcast, officer. We'll all be able to listen, but anyone we reach will only hear your voice.
Okay.
You will need to transmit your connection request while I attempt to locate the warship's public frequency. You will likely encounter some interference, but it's important to keep transmitting your request until you're acknowledged. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Beginning transmission.
I should have saved before we came here. Shouldn't I have?
A soft rustling. The snow seems to have gotten between your ears somehow.
Ignore it.
Go ahead, officer.
No, not Tequila Sunset. Yeah, let's be normal talking to the warship. This is Lieutenant Harry Dubois of the RCM. Please acknowledge.
Is there anybody there? The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. Nervous for who, though? You cannot say.
Why am I failing everything?
Try again, officer.
Come on, we can do it.
Perhaps you're simply imagining it, but it seems as though you're learning to pull apart the fibers of this auditory felt. You focus on one strand in particular, one that sounds very nearly human.
Okay.
Nein, Liebling, das lasse ich nicht zu. Die kannst du unseren Jungen bloß auf einen dieser Dinger nach Brede fortschicken.
I don't think that's Archer.
Marianne, mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr, seit er auf einem Luftschiff aus Graz zurückgekommen ist. Halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber sie hat das Gefühl, seit seiner Rückkehr mit einem Fremden zusammenzuleben.
Awesome.
Something about her son going to Vredefort on an aerostatic to see some psychologists. Or maybe it's the psychologists saying it's normal to have feelings for strangers. Foreign languages were never your strong suit.
What does this remind me of?
The rustling of dry autumn leaves, waves breaking
That's
at
not
a
helpful.
distance, 1,000 wings beating at once.
Keep listening.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
Keep trying, officer. We'll get a signal through eventually.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Lieutenant Dubois. If you're there, Archer, please acknowledge.
Again?
Come on.
It's cold now.
It's cold now.
A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words directed at you, but not you.
Don't clog my connection, Kim.
I didn't say anything, Detective.
It's cold now.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Okay, I'm like hearing his voice over the radio?
An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
And maybe it's your twin brother.
I can assure you it's not my twin brother, though it certainly does sound like me.
What's happening?
I can't say with certainty, but it sounds very much like entroponetic crosstalk. It happens sometimes when sending transmissions across long stretches of pale.
Entroponetic crosstalk.
Ah, yes, of course. That must be it.
That doesn't explain anything. Why? What?
Outwardly, they both exude calm, but there's something disturbing about this thought to both of them.
And they explain it to me.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
What can we do about it?
What else is there to do? Keep trying.
Okay, Coalition Warship Archer, do acknowledge this is Lieutenant Dubois.
But someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
What?
Dubois, please acknowledge.
Archer, this is Lieutenant Dubois. Can you hear me?
Liebling, bitte. Ist unser einziges Kind. Worship Archer, please identify.
We've done it.
The signals are getting increasingly mixed. Plucking Archer's signal from this will be like isolating a single
Possible
strand
failure.
from a tangle of hair.
Oh, this is why we need our interfacing gloves.
It's not working. The crosstalk is simply too strong.
What can we do?
I did not expect simply locating the signal to be so difficult. We must consider several variables. Local entroponetic conditions, the sophistication of our transceiver,
Oh, I did
the
need a
quality
better
of our
radio.
connections, and the physics of our antenna itself. Our transceiver is perfectly capable.
Oh, okay.
So there is no problem there. And we're also unlikely to change our local entroponetic conditions. So, the
There's
next
all the
step
surge
is
protectors.
to thoroughly inspect our connections.
Okay, how do I do that?
You need to climb up there and look at them for yourself.
Sure.
But you don't have the technical expertise.
Fake it till you make it, right?
Someone has been maintaining it.
No problem at all. You've already teleported up way greater
That's
heights.
true.
Something about this setup seems dimly familiar, but you'll be damned if you know what you're supposed to do about it.
You have already master of teleportation.
You actually haven't, but you have proven that you are a relatively capable climber.
Let's do this. I can do this. Climb, Harry, climb! I would be very uncomfortable up there. I hate heights. Even this sort of like a mild height, I'd be super uncomfortable, I feel like.
Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. This feels pleasingly familiar.
Familiar?
You don't exactly cut a lithesome figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument.
Now I'm riding it. What now?
That performance was frankly an embarrassment.
Examine the connections.
The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse. A copper fetter it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered in a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obvious no one has cleaned it in years. The programmer mentioned ammonia, but anything alcoholic should dissolve the oils, creating a cleaner and clearer connection.
Cool, let's pour our alcohol out. Pouring out for the boys.
It takes a few moments, but the alcohol gradually begins to break down the oils surrounding the copper wiring.
Is this really the time, Detective?
I'm not drinking it, Kim.
It's all right, Lieutenant. He's simply cleaning the connections.
Okay, thank you.
Once the oils have been dissolved, you wipe off the connections with your sleeve and reattach the cable.
It seems to have made some difference, but unfortunately not enough to alter the overall situation.
Oh no, what are we missing?
Unser einziges Kind. Kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen. Short of changing the shape of the antenna, I'm not sure what else we can do from here. But the lorries are all jammed together, so that's unlikely to happen.
How can we change the shape?
Ideally, narrow the receiving mode so that we can isolate the warship signal and eliminate the crosstalk. But if you don't know what you're doing, of course you could just make it worse.
How do we do it?
What do you mean? You adjust the antenna manually, with your hand.
Oh.
I'm afraid we're out of alternatives. You're just going to have to go for it.
She's right. The responsibility is yours, and yours alone. There's no turning back now.
Okay, let's look at Philippe.
You are face to face with Philip
Philip.
III. The Bronze King looks toward the west. Something about his features seems bizarrely distorted. Not intentionally. It's a matter of perspective. The king was never meant to be
Okay, let's
seen
look at the
from
horse.
This faithful steed is in nearly as poor a condition as its rider.
Look up.
The sky is grey and overcast. Snow spirals all around you. Through the scrim, you can just make out the shadow of Coalition warship Archer, a few kilometers to the east.
Look down.
A few of the idle lorry drivers and strikebreakers gesture at you with their cigarettes, more out of curiosity than anything else.
Oh.
From the window of one of the adjacent apartment buildings, an older woman leans out, her heavy breasts sagging. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
Okay, let's just try this. Please, 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 please. Yes.
Your grip is firm, yet controlled. The swelling in your headset guides your hands as much as your hands guide the bronze horse head. It's almost like
I
you're
kind of
hearing
am hearing through the horse.
Itself. That's very good. Just a bit more to the left. Nein, Liebling.
Liebling.
The signal is clear. The storm has passed. This is another voice, a live voice on the other end of this invisible bridge you've established.
Try it now, officer.
Coalition warship Archer, this is Lieutenant Dubois of the RCM. Please acknowledge.
Lieutenant Dubois, this is Coalition Warship Archer. We are acknowledging and accepting.
Oh, heck yeah.
Aha! Excellent! You are connected. Now be quick. I don't know how long I'll be able to preserve the signal.
There is so much you wish you could ask. Your efforts have bought you some time, but you can't forget what you're
this
really
is so
here
stupid.
for.
I forgot we're doing all of this work just to ask to form a committee.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
Yeah, we have to be quick, so I need to reach the committee.
Acknowledged. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the liaison for public affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
Oh no. What if I need to reach it sooner?
Not a problem. If this is a time-sensitive matter, you may file an emergency address request with the liaison for public affairs.
Who is the liaison?
They typically respond within a few weeks.
Cannot patch me through?
We're afraid that is quite impossible, Lieutenant Dubois. We cannot transfer you to the committee because we are not entrusted with that responsibility. We are simply the second signal.
Oh, come on, I'm begging you.
We're here, Lieutenant. Though we have to say, this is all quite out of sequence.
Everything about me is out of sequence.
This line of argument is quite pointless. You should abandon it.
We're never going to make this check.
What part of need to reach the committee doesn't she understand? Time to lay it all out.
I have an urgent personal matter. No, don't tell her it's a personal matter.
We will hear your request, Lieutenant Dubois. Although we must inform you that the committee does not typically intervene in personal matters.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have used that wording.
That's only because they haven't heard about your problems yet.
No, we're not complaining about Kim. I can't remember it.
So, you're experiencing acute memory loss. We don't see how this is the committee's business.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh God, here we go.
It's just something I lost.
We're afraid we don't understand at all. What does this something have to do with your lost memories?
I don't know.
We are sorry to hear of your loss, but personal tragedy is quite beyond the purview of the committee responsibility.
If only I had more empathy.
Now, please excuse us while we update the receiving frequency. This connection will be cleared in 4, 3...
Yeah.
Hang up on her first.
No, I don't want to do that. Please don't go.
2, 1... Après le monde, le gris.
And the line goes quiet.
Damn it.
The lieutenant gives a long sigh as he removes his headphones.
Well,
he looks up at you.
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, Detective. Your real work is done here.
Give me a minute.
There's a damp cold running up the insides of your thighs. Your legs have grown stiff. You've been up here quite a while. You look around. The strikebreakers are still shouting their slogans and waving their hand-painted signs. Beneath you, the lieutenant and the programmer have begun disconnecting a few cables. You could stay a while longer if you...
Good. Now give me a hand with these amplifiers. Leave the cables. I don't feel like making 2 trips.
What's one more trip across the waterlock?
Yeah, stop complaining, Kim. You love aerobic exercise. That's so disappointing, though. I'm very curious. What are we missing out on?
Well, this was an interesting collaboration.
Yeah, we make a pretty good team.
Really? I do not think we were all that successful. That maybe the RCM has a different definition of success.
I mean, we weren't successful in convincing Worship Archer to give me committee time, but we were very successful in the experiment to contact them using like a homemade antenna. which is the only thing you even helped with, so I thought we were a good team.
In any event, just leave that equipment here. I'll put it away later. If you'd like, you can take one of the extra headsets. I don't need so many spares. Now, you'll excuse me?
Can I take a headset? Oh, nice. Which should I prefer, Logic or Inland Empire? I think Logic. Well, maybe we'll rock out with our headset though for a little bit. I wish I had my facial hair. Oh, I should have been wearing these glasses. Oh well. I think we had a check with her, yeah, empathy. Oh, if only we did that before we went, then we might have our empathy gear still on. Do I even have empathy gear? Okay, I could put a point into empathy, but I think I only have 1 point to spare right now, so. Well, it's about as empathetic as I'm gonna get. Is this a white check?
Hardcore.
Oh, why is it still so bad?
The device feels light. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the floor.
Damn it.
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favor. What do you want to know?
What can you tell me about the programmer?
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
Come on, you're rude too. Oh yeah, Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
Well, what has he organized?
Nothing.
Oh.
But then again, there's nothing to organize around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
On life.
Yes. Anyway.
Is he your boyfriend?
Yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
What about Noid?
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forburg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What is this pilgrimage?
It's just something poor Forburg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock.
Street?
Or as much. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
What's that I haven't?
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Yeah, what does Noid do?
What do you mean, do? Like, for a living?
Yes.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere. He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
He abides by the hardcore. What about you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
Sure.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her than she lets on.
Who do you want to know about?
Okay.
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
What is that?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offense if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
Yeah, no offense taken, go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
Indeed.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Yeah, we did sit and practice.
Yes, I suppose we did.
Tore that shit up.
Tore it to pieces.
Heck yeah, Kim. Tell me about Egg.
What do you want to know?
Where's he from?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really.
Oh.
One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely
pretty
Coal
hardcore.
City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about?
How about yourself?
Me? Again?
Yes.
I'm a silver bird.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
What? What am I not seeing, though?
All right. There is.
I'm a police officer.
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
No.
That would depend on the circumstances.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Sure.
Dang. Do we bother putting a point into empathy, or no? What even is empathy? Oh. We're fully emped out. Oh, so I guess that won't happen. Oh well. This place is way under the underground. Indeed. What do we even have left on our task list? Let's take a look. So let's see. Since I have no idea how to do this at all, the only thing we have left to do is even, let's go do Ruby. And hopefully that'll get us that island. She can tell us about the shot. I guess she didn't take the shot, though. We have no way to get to the island, though. Yeah, let's just go. Go in and do it. Look at the mural one more time. And nope, nothing. Oh, maybe I should have my gun equipped. Just in case, you know. One second. Alright. So yeah, we probably don't need our multi-tool. We'll bring a gun. Oh, we still have alcohol. Oh, 7 uses left. Okay. Well, this would have given us more empathy as well. How much hair do I have? Is there a way to see? That's not.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognized
it. Reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
But this when times are most dire. I guess they aren't. Okay. Play your way, game. Whoa, okay, no, we shouldn't run. Yeah, let's remember, we're just walking. Oh, I can't go that way after this way. Point of no return, here I come. Paintings, okay. Feels strange. Concrete pipe. With a polar anorak jacket. Oh, I look pretty cool except for the clipping into my face. I think it's clipping at least. Maybe it isn't clipping. It's clipping into the headset for sure. That's my jacket slot. Yeah, we'll put our commander's jacket on. We look pretty cool right now, I guess. Oh, wait. These shoes. What are these shoes? Oh, those are my empathy shoes. Yeah, I'll keep them on.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
She also has a headset.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now, Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
She's using her, like, super mega radio powers.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Let them in.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience.
Well,
way worse than
fair
all the
enough.
previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
What's happening?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Pale latitude.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency. Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Of course.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it.
This is trippy, though.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too. As she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
That's what Kim cares about. You built a patented device.
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Have you experienced it yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
What, Sackless forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Okay. Let's talk about the man who was killed. Oh.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops. And of herself merely as prey.
I'm trying to ask you something, lady.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Ugh.
With my mattress. Turn this.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move.
Oh, okay.
That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Biting bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not
live
surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
Yeah, the washroom didn't rat you out.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Yeah, why hide the bullet, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot low?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Yeah, claws, yeah.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Yeah, your own boys told us.
My boys?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Yeah, I'm just a human can opener.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Okay. I just stumbled in here. Explain this.
What shit? I told you I didn't do it. Sounds pretty simple to me.
The strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Oh, jeez. You have a gun. Oh, did you use flowers?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
And these aren't just any flowers.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
Fine.
No, I did not.
Well, we've learned batteries. Who left me those? You have a gun.
And?
You have another gun.
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Yeah, evidence.
Was Lily a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You feel protective of the Union.
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm listening.
You have an alibi.
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
Oh, jeez. It was probably 10 minutes, but let's say 15.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
It might have.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
Thank you, drama. Okay.
Yeah? Where?
So what happened Sunday night?
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Also, yeah, said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
It was pretty weird they came up with the plan so quick.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Oh, fuck, we should have arrested her.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise. She lied to you about that, too.
Oh, yeah, Passe sucks. She's gonna be gone now if we go back, won't she? That's bad.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lily?
And potentially bring attention to herself? No. Besides, the shot was made from a distance. Otherwise, we would have heard it downstairs.
Yeah, I think it was made from that island.
She's right. No one mentioned hearing shot. The shot didn't come from the roof.
We should have factored this in.
We did factor it in.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Eh, fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
Wait, what the fuck did they do to you? You didn't kill him, what hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What? I'm not.
Yes. You. Everyone says you're his peon. His human can opener.
What?
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
What?
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Yeah, bullshit.
Oh, yes, they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name, too.
So what's my name?
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
I don't believe it.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
That was a real question. I lost all my memory.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre?
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular? Or plural?
True.
She might know something.
Why came to town was there one with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you.
What?
What happened to them anyway?
What are you talking about?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No.
Satellite Officer Vitmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We can either take a room here in the world or go home for today. Let's go home, John. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. John takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Okay.
Friction, lock, set.
Don't leave me here! Please leave!
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask.
What do you know about that bunker?
What bunker?
The communist side out.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Okay, I think I have to do this, right? Come on, Harry, you can do it. You're just watching me slowly creep toward it.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Ken?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What? No. Oh, fuck. Put that shit down.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Oh, fuck, what do we pick? And so she is running drugs. She's not necessarily a good person. But she isn't our murderer. I don't want to have anyone killed.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
Yeah, just fucking go.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
Yeah, I don't think they should do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Oh, jeez. Porridge with bananas. That sounds pretty good, actually. Dramamine. Okay. Health back. 8 round, nice.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Doesn't look very red to me, but whatever.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Look at the book.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Found a notebook,
You
Kim.
pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
right.
we will, Kim. Immediately, like, right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Okay, let's examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Let's flip through it.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
I guess we're just gonna go through everything here. What kinds of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in...
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape, short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, the way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis. She was going through a tough time.
How far back do they go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Okay, let's try.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
Yeah, this has to be a mistake.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people. They'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
What's the most recent one?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
Yeah, who do you think killed the murder?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
Nah.
Maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet, who acted as his accomplice.
We need to get to that island.
Way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Sure. Jeez. What a pain in the butt. Well, I guess Ruby is found. So... Yeah, I've got no idea what to do now. Let me get to the island. Yes, the quickest way there is to stand in front of the church so we can fast travel. Oh, can we get into this bunker? Nah, well, we'll try it some other time. Wait, why can't I fast travel? Nani? Okay. I guess we're going the long way then. Maybe we can fast travel from the village. Oh, or maybe it wants us to walk there manually just to see like some big event or disturbance or different. Yeah, that's totally what it's going to be. We still have all these cables hooked up. Nice. Oh, poor locusts.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on the poor things.
Yeah, I know they're poor things. Delicious locusts. Okay. So I've walked all the way back here, game. What do you have in store for me?
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger.
Danger?
What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower.
Now I quit my gun.
A ranged weapon. Your Kvalzun KR2 multi-tool looks impressive, shining in the cold spring light. But what can it do against military-grade weaponry? Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand.
Okay. Kim's gonna be real
fingers
confused,
reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Well, Kim, I'm going to go in here guns a-blazing, I think. Not guns blazing, but gun at the ready. Okay. Oh. I'm probably right-handed, so let's do this. No, I hate that. There we go. If they come close, I'll use the multi-tool to can open them out of
I'm
the
all
armor.
out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
The reckoning. Who's this? This is someone we've met before.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Oh,
Shut
fuck.
up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
He's dangerous.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Courtie.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street?
They will.
This
I think
isn't
that
a
they
frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Oh, boy.
Peaceful.
Wait, who the fuck are you? What? Oh. I didn't even see this person. Because they're in all white, they're camouflaged.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
How did we?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
Yeah, what do we do, man?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Yep. The big one's the mercenary. He knows that already, but let's whisper.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first. The mercenary tribunal.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta do this.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Well, thank goodness he's not wearing a helmet.
Pig fuck!
Yeah, no one needs to die here.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation.
They will literally kill all 7 of them.
With a wordless gurgle,
9
the
of us,
killer loads
including us.
his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand.
Okay.
Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you.
I'm gonna try.
No, wait.
What?
It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument.
No, we definitely have to... He's not gonna listen to an argument.
I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it. The big one. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around. Peace. Always peace.
Oh.
It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Okay. Well, jeez. Yeah, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did then?
I just need a little bit more time, man.
Time? You had time to fuck around in that church, to run errands for your union chief. I saw you.
Ugh.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
There's none of them, though.
How fucking convenient.
He was shot from a great distance, a sniper.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh?
That'd shoot you, bro.
How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
Ugh.
Your mind
Damn.
grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver.
She
in
wasn't
the
even there,
man's
dude.
arm. He pulls the trigger.
What the?
A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle. The shot rings in your ears. A low...
I'm okay.
Is she okay?
I'm okay.
Holy shit.
Fuck this!
There's a coarse shuffle against something.
We have to just start opening fire, I think.
Gene! Cancel Lizzie! Now!
He wants you to open fire on the mercenaries before he does. He's waiting for you and your
Yeah, I
partner
know.
to be the shield.
Gardner's dying. We'd have to spend
All right,
this.
here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Cranor would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your
I
pick.
don't know. I
You
don't
only
know.
have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
We'll have time for one argument. Called download once. I'm just curious about this one.
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time, burned villages. Shit that sounds bad on the radio.
Isn't this going to sound pretty
The
bad?
same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenell for much longer either.
The woman has grown silent. She draws shallow breaths.
Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun.
Okay.
This did something.
Name Alice. Okay, he was fostered. He had blue eyes. Let's try it.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his
It
dead
is
friend
dangerous,
coming
but-
out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Who are you, Cordy?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Courtenay. The dead man's name is Elise Courtenay. He's brothers
Okay.
with the deceased. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
Okay.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
Wait, but what did empathy tell us earlier? Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start. Okay. Fuck, we asked about him first? Sure.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
Whatever. I'm sorry about your brother.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
Yeah.
Same fucking mud hut town, too.
Okay, good.
Okay, suggestion. What do I go with next? Everyone says good things about him. I don't... Do they? Fuck.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
I don't know what I mean.
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Why would I say some of these things? Like, I think I'm not supposed to just exhaust all of the options and just pick the smartest ones, but I don't know what those are. Yeah, I will find his killer.
Find his killer. Cop, his killers stand right there, shitting their pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them.
No, no.
They didn't...
Shush. Blood's all gone out now. Not long to go till the rattle starts. 1 down, girl. 7 to go.
This did nothing. You think you were onto something? You just wasted time.
That's true.
Please, act.
I have to fucking try.
A small explosion expels the bullet from the chamber. With a puff of smoke,
Sorry,
it
Kim.
hits the man square in the chest,
Hopefully I didn't just get us killed.
producing a soft clicking sound in the armor. Like dice rolling. The kinetic energy of the 9mm front-loaded bullet is distributed evenly across the chest piece and into his hands.
Go ahead. Give it another try.
Sure, I'll try.
Another soft explosion, like a firecracker, goes off in your hand. Another soft click
Those
from
are all
the
my
gleaming
bullets.
white cuirass.
They teach you to shoot the chest in Copland? Stupid fuck. Kill him.
Oh my god, am I going to die?
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
Where's Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol.
Okay,
He's
I believe in you,
trying
man.
to find a straight line of sight before the rifle.
Think.
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a
this
knock
going to
cannon.
completely
It shoots 6
pulverize me.
rounds. Absolute destruction. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail
No, there
body?
is nothing.
That gun will tip. He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims
Okay,
further
we try.
right. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side,
Holy shit.
tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
No, I'm not immortal. Stop shooting
The
at me.
man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing. Watch out. To your left. DePaul is about to take a
Oh,
shot.
fuck, we have to help Kim.
Please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An
There's
extremely
no way he
difficult
can do it
shot.
with his vision.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other
He did it.
from DePaul's.
He did it.
It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it's Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the
Look me in the
man
fucking
squeaked
eye.
a look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
Probably. Okay, let's get our last autosave out. Or...
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Try and open my eyes.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
So dark.
Stay with me. You hear me? Stay awake. Look at
Are
me.
they still shooting us? Kim, get the fuck out of here.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Kim, get away.
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved.
That's true.
There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
Life gets hard, but we go on.
So what's happening? I feel like that thought that we took to know the weakness of armor, not very helpful in the long run.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Sunrise.
Sunrise, Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Oh.
Cops like it.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Ouch.
That's right. Ouch, indeed.
What happened?
What happened? You shot the major, and successfully, a firefight ensued. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged.
I dodged.
Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left. Yes. You were bleeding out by then. You warned me. I was able to disarm Cortana before he got the jump on me.
Thank you, although...
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened. He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. This is the one.
How many casualties?
6. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets. And Titus. And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. The gardener. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
There was no way to convince them.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts.
All.
Yeah, it's a shit show.
Yes, officer. 6 people are dead. It's not a success.
He said 6, but said 7.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornet did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
A bad amount.
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
I am a psycho-locomotor.
Good. You'll need to be. Whatever that is.
Is that from a station gun?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
That's strange.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out.
Okay.
They're not really worried about you. Sorry.
Hey, who treated me?
I did.
Oh, fuck. Thank you.
No need. Not very. I have a concussion from the Major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Okay, let's get up. Let's psycho locomote. Come on, you can do it.
Easy now. How are you?
Yeah, my disco days are done.
Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Freighter.
What happens now?
I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too, thanks to our meddling.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Classio's gone?
Oh yes, she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I asked Mr. Gart. Turns out it was a bad idea not to arrest her, but maybe it was a good deed that will pay off in heaven.
Who would have figured?
Right.
By the way, the lieutenant does not actually believe you will be spiritually reimbursed for letting her
Yeah,
escape.
I get it, Rhetoric.
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
Maybells.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
I do, though, Kim.
He's wrong.
No, Kim. Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
Okay.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is very hard. No. Are you ready to limp?
Yeah, I'm
Good.
ready.
Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. I need to go make some dinner. But wow, that was a lot that happened. Part of me wants to reload and try going through a couple of different options. But yeah. Peace out. Thanks for hanging. Or something. Later.